We've all seen the images, waves of migrants walking, carrying bags, wearing sandals, carrying small children.
She's 1, and she's 9 years old.
This young mother made the journey from Guatemala to the border in New Mexico. When she got here, she asked Border Patrol agents for asylum and told us why.
Well, for the same reason, we had death threats, so it's a danger for them there too. So we opted to come in the name of God.
I think these parents are basically making the calculation that their kids' greatest chance of surviving is to leave.
Bill Stanley is a political science professor at UNM. He's a scholar of Central American politics and says migrants are coming from what's called the Northern Triangle: Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras.
When there's a major crisis in another region, particularly an adjacent region, people are going to move. People are going to walk. They're going to get there somehow.
Here's a look at how many have come to the U.S. recently. In May, the number of migrants apprehended at the southern border surpassed 100,000 for the second consecutive month. That's according to numbers released by the Trump administration. U.S. Customs and Border Protection says it apprehended just more than 109,000 people in April. The Border Patrol says almost all of the migrants were from Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. Stanley says they're fleeing gang violence.
Pass through a certain neighborhood, you have to pay people to get through. If you drive a bus or a cab, you have to pay a weekly or monthly quota.
And he says young kids many times don't have a choice.
People who don't pay get chased down. A lot of young people are being recruited into the gangs, and if they resist recruitment, they can be killed.
He says 2 gangs are fueling the fear.
MS-13, the Mara Salvatrucha, is the dominant group.
The other issue these families want to get away from: the lack of food. Drought has hit these countries hard.
2014, 2015, and then this last year, harvests failed almost completely in some areas. And so there's some people who just are not able to get enough food.
Stanley says a lot of rural farmers ate their seeds to survive and now have nothing to plant.
People aren't quite calling it famine yet, but it's getting close to that level. People need to leave. They're economically desperate and vulnerable in a way that I think it's hard for a lot of Americans to understand. I mean, they literally do not have access to food.
Now, thousands of people are looking for a better life.
I will seal off the border before they come into this country, and I'll bring out our military.
Our president saying he wants the migration to stop. He's promising to build a wall. He has threatened tariffs on Mexico if it doesn't stop the migrants from passing through to America. And he's threatened to pull humanitarian aid to Honduras, El Salvador, and Ecuador.
When we ask them to keep their people in their country, they're unable to do it. So make America great again.
New Mexico U.S. Senator Martin Heinrich says pulling aid is a huge mistake.
It will mean more refugees leaving their homes and coming to the United States.
He and Senator Udall have introduced the Central America Reform and Enforcement Act, a legislative proposal to address the root causes of the Central American migrant crisis.
Let's give them some assistance. Let's try to deal with the root problems. Let's try to make sure that people don't want to leave.
The main objective of this bill is to really crack down on human traffickers, cartels, and drug smugglers. This bill would also try to minimize the number of border crossings by expanding refugee processing in that triangle region.
Stabilize those countries and to allow asylum seekers to apply for asylum from their home countries, rather than forcing them to come present themselves at the border.
Stanley agrees. Helping these countries fix their root problems is the approach America should take.
We could be doing more to improve conditions in those countries.
He says without helping these countries,
none of these folks are taking these decisions lightly.
We will keep seeing this.
I think it's going to continue until conditions improve.
Thousands of migrants crossing the border into America asking for asylum. Royal Day, KOAT, Action 7 News.